Hey guys, welcome back to Small Talk, small conversations with huge impact. Now exclusively on Spotify, powered by Anchor. And if this is your first time, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Alec. I am your host. And if you are an avid listener of the podcast, then welcome back to the show. I am just super happy that you are still invested in personal development and in personal growth. I know that you are expanding yourself so that you can make better decisions for yourself and for the people around you. And if you are not aware, we are doing the daily podcast. We are now on our 10th day. I think we are on our 10th day or 12th day. I'm not really sure. I'm just putting out content as much as I can because I know for a fact that there will be a lot of people searching for quick insights, quick advices so that you can, hopefully make better decisions in your life. And so we're doing this to give you a quick reminder of how you should align yourself with your highest self. There's no absolute truth that really works for everyone, but I do believe that we all fall into the same traps all of the time. And so it's important that we have these kinds of podcasts so that we get to be reminded. And so before we start, maybe give yourself a tap on the shoulder and say, hey, it's okay to make mistakes while growing up. And so for this episode, I want to talk about the biggest lie that people tell themselves. And so with the work that I'm doing, especially the things online, especially with how easy it is to connect with people, I hear hundreds of stories of people wanting to have a great life, the best life that they could possibly have. And I've been meeting a lot of people with so much potential. But after they try, they fall back to their old patterns, they fall back into what they have been doing for their whole life, which is not working for them in the best way that it could. And they're just stuck there. If I'm going to be pretty honest with you guys, I know a lot of people who have so much potential but are choosing to stay where they are. And I don't know about you, but that scares me a lot. Growth is definitely scary. Trying and failing is definitely scary. But at the same time, staying where you are after a year and nothing has changed, that's even scarier. And so for this episode, I want to remind you that it's okay to want more in life. I want to remind you and maybe shed a spotlight into this big lie that you keep on telling yourself. And maybe, you're just one of those people. And if you relate to this, that's okay. I told this lie a couple of times before. And if you don't relate to this, then maybe look out for some people around you who's been using this lie. And then maybe, share this to them and be able to shed some light around this as well. And so the biggest lie that people tell themselves is, I'm okay with a simple life. And this is not to say that a simple life is a bad thing. But the biggest lie that people tell themselves, they hide from that single lie that I just want to live a simple life. Well, simple doesn't mean not being free. Living simply doesn't mean that you're broke, that you don't have the money that can sustain all the things that you need and you want. Living simply means that you choose to live a simple life. That's the truth around I want to live a simple life. But a lot of people say that. I want to live a simple life. But if I'm going to be honest, you don't want to live a simple life. It's just that you don't have a choice. How can you know that you really want a simple life if that's the only option that you have? And a lot of people are using, I just want to live a simple life, to hide the fact that they are scared to step out of their comfort zone and try something new for themselves and their test themselves out. No, a lot of people, they don't want a simple life. They just want a life where risk is close to zero, where the chance of them failing is really small. Because living a simple life means that you are choosing not to indulge in the glam, the extra life, and that's okay. But if you don't have a choice, well, this is not something that you want, because for sure, the people who are listening to this podcast right now, deep inside you want something great. You know that there's more out there. That's the reason why you're listening to this. Otherwise, you would say that you don't want to learn more because ignorance is bliss, right? But the fact that you are scrolling on social media, you're looking at the travel pictures, you are seeing how much money you can actually make in today's generation, and you're not choosing that, how can you say that you truly want a simple life? Again, not saying that it's bad. All I'm saying is, do you really have a choice? And for the people who don't have a choice, my challenge here is to have the extra life and decide to live a simple life. As long as it's your choice. As long as it's not something that you're just saying because you don't want to see what's out there for you. You don't want to take a good look at what's out there for you. You don't want to dive into the uncertainty. So maybe this is just a call for you to be as honest as you can. Because, hey, if you really say after this episode that, a simple life is all I want, because I can have everything in the world, but I choose to not have it and just live a simple life, then I'm happy for you. But if you know deep inside your heart that the life that you all have right now is not the life that you want to live for the rest of your life, then be honest about yourself. That's all I'm asking. What is the gut level, honest truth that you have inside your heart? And maybe growing up, you were told dreaming big things, desiring things, wanting more for yourself is a bad thing. Then let me tell you and let me remind you that just because other people can't live the life that they want doesn't mean that you should listen to them. Because if I'm going to be honest, the people who are giving that advice are the people who didn't reach out for their dreams. So, always remember, the glory is not to those who applaud in the stands. The glory that you can find in this life are in the people who are actually in the battlefield. So check on yourself. Check in yourself. Do you really want a simple life? Because you want a simple life? Or are you just saying that you want a simple life because you have no choice? And if you're on the second answer, then what's the one thing that you need to change? Maybe it's stepping out of your comfort zone. Maybe it's saying yes to opportunities. But one thing is for sure, honesty with yourself can go a very long way. And so that's it for this episode. I hope that you enjoy this episode. If you like this kinds of episodes, let me know. Share this on your Instagram. I'm seeing all the love that you guys are sharing on Instagram, your messages, your comments, your suggestions. I love all of them. Thank you so much for all of your support. You guys are the reason why the podcast is growing a lot. And yeah, do not forget to tag me at Alec Cuenca if you decide to share this on all of your social media platform. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Announcements can be found below. I have podcast master classes available for you. I have my ebook down below. Go check it out. I have a few events coming up. One of them actually, just want to plug in for a little bit, is an exclusive retreat in Lucban, Quezon. It's an exclusive retreat. Only 16 people are allowed to come. And, if you want to be a part of that, send me a message and I'll let you know what the rate for it is so you can, save up for it, or you can reserve your slot right now. And so, yeah, that's all. My name is Alec Cuenca. This is Small Talk, Small Conversations with Huge Impact. And I will see you guys in the next episode, which is tomorrow, because, this is a daily podcast. Thank you guys. Always remember that you are loved, you are worth it, and you are more than enough. See you tomorrow. Peace.